Welcome to Stage Mom Podcast, a podcast for breakthrough bands and artists. Today we have Medicine Room. Medicine Room is a new metal band out of South Florida. Okay guys, if you want to meet some nice people, look no further. I genuinely enjoyed getting to know these guys. They are super creative and so much fun. So much respect here. I can't wait to see what they do next. Go check out their Instagram and also do not forget to check out their merch. It is probably some of the coolest merch I have seen in a really, really long time. Can't wait to get some of that. Okay, so we have Medicine Room. So we're going to go around and you can introduce yourselves. If you want to let us know how old you are, then you can.
All right. I'll go first. I'm Sebastian Valdez. I'm 19 years old, and I'm the bassist for Medicine Room.
I'm Vincent. I'm the drummer for Medicine Room, and I'm 19.
I'm Laz. I'm the lead sing and guitarist. I'm 19 as well.
My name is Brian Gonzalez. I'm 19. I'm the rhythm guitarist for Medicine Room.
Okay. Okay, so did you use a pick or no pick?
Both.
Okay.
Well,
what do you find, like, what makes you change it up?
It depends on the song that we play. So if I want it sharper, like more treble, I guess, and like it is a little louder than when I finger pick. So I get the pick and I use it. But that used to be my old problem because my amp was really bad. Now I got a new amp. I got a huge amp, like, a lot of watts, and I can finger pick now, and everybody can hear me, which is what happened last gig.
No
one can hear it. No one can hear it.
You used to need it sometimes.
Okay. Do you bleed when you do it?
Bleed?
Yeah.
No,
No?
Never.
Yeah,
You're the bleeder?
I have like a...
Permanent.
My pick is
Right.
like very small.
Okay.
So every time I hit like the string, it like cuts.
Yeah.
So
I could never do that. I couldn't ever find blood, and I'd be like, oh my god. Sometimes I see, like, on Instagram some of these bands, like, after their shows, and they show a picture of their guitar with blood all over it, and I'm like, oh my god, they were jamming.
Yeah.
they were in the zone.
Yeah, they were. So, okay, so you guys are out of Miami?
Yeah,
Miami. Okay, and how long have you been together?
long
We
time.
formed in like 7th grade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I've known Sebastian since 2nd grade, 3rd grade around there.
3rd grade.
We met in elementary.
3rd grade,
And then as soon as I got into middle school, me and Ale met. And he's always been like a really good drummer. He's always been like in all band classes, all that kind of stuff. So like we kind of put it together. He's always been my best friend. So I told him, "Can you grab the bass?" Because I love the guitar.
Right.
And then he actually came like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Oh, so you're new. Okay.
Brand spanking new.
Did we book this before he was a member?
Yeah.
Because I know that, like, I'm so, like...
Actually, yeah, dang, that's crazy. Yeah, because we had a show at Coffee House, and he came with his older brother John, our manager.
Okay.
And they worked together, and he was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll check him out." He came through, and when we met him, we just clicked like instantly.
That's awesome.
And then we told him, "Yeah, I used to be in a band previously, but like they didn't work out." And we're like, "Yo, I mean, we've always talked about wanting a rhythm guitarist, and what better than someone we already clicked with?"
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I like having freedom vocally.
Right.
Like having to play guitar the whole time while singing is a little bit rough sometimes.
Especially
like,
what you sing.
yeah,
you can
some
have.
of our songs would end up a little bit more technical, and it's impossible for me to sing. So now that I got him, he can back me up.
That's awesome.
And I can go full on with
Yeah.
vocals.
So what was the other band that you were in?
Well, it wasn't. It was like a low, like we just made it, so
Just
it was called
for fun?
Yeah, just for fun. We were called Low Spirits.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And what did you guys think of Coffee House? Were you nervous to fall through the floor?
You would know about that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow, that's so awesome. You felt it. Like the whole floor shook
I know.
from stumps.
My daughter's old band played there for the first time probably like 3 years ago. And I was like, oh, this is going to be problems. We are in trouble.
The owner told me that like the moment that he put that like rule was when he was in like a super crazy metal like concert. He was like just trying to manage it,
Right.
And he was in the bathroom And from all the moshing, the bathroom was literally going like this, side to side, shaking side to side. He's like, no, I gotta put a stop to that.
Well, did you receive an email that they're doing a benefit, because they want to do renovations and whatnot for the coffee house? So they're going to charge, keep the money, obviously. I'm hoping the floor is the priority.
Yeah, hoping. Yeah. Because even if there's not a lot of people in there, you can feel like it's kind of hollow.
Yeah, it is. It's like a mattress with
Yeah.
Because that's honestly the only flaw with that venue. It's a nice little venue.
Yeah,
it is.
It's such a good spot.
Everybody loves it.
Spot, yeah.
So those that have not heard of Medicine Room, how would you describe your sound and your vibe? And
I would say like 90s to early 2000s new metal industrial. Like if you've heard Static X, if you've heard System of a Down, if you've heard Slipknot, all that. We kind of combine all that. We are a little bit experimental. Like we'll go on tangents and like make something crazy in one day, and like we don't really like to stick to nothing. But definitely most of our songs are new metal, industrial, heavy riffs.
Okay. Who does most of the writing? Do you guys? Is it a collective thing or?
So yeah, it's mostly collective, but then sometimes because like I can't practice at home.
Okay.
And everyone else does work, but Lazo, like he has like the brains on GarageBand, and sometimes he'll just make a whole song by himself. He'll show us, and we're like, "Yo, that's a great song."
And like I'll try to make my best with a bass line, and I'll try to put a drum piece together. But when these guys pick it up,
we
Like, he gives us
make
the-
changes, so it's like perfected.
Right, he gives us the foundation, and we just like
it's like we're on the same
stretch
frequency. Like they understand exactly the direction that I'm heading.
That's awesome. Because I talk to a lot of bands that they'll approach the other band members with something, and then they just are like, no, we're doing this. So for you to be able to come up with it, like,
we don't
that's
like
awesome.
We always try to say yes, even if it was like the weirdest out of pocket idea. Let's try it, because if what happens if we like it, you know?
Exactly.
Like if we say no, at least we know we tried it and we gave it a shot.
Yeah.
We can say no about it, but
So, your band name, Medicine Room, where did we come up with that? Tell me the story behind that.
Well,
Oh, by the way, their merch is absolutely sick. I'm gonna own it all. They've got shoes. I thought it was cool when we got socks for my kids' band, but you guys got shoes.
lighters, backpacks, all that.
Everybody has to check the merch out. Like, it's ridiculous.
But the
Thank you,
name, the backstory is honestly a little sad. When my grandma was passing away,
Oh God, I'm gonna cry. It's not gonna be the first time.
but yeah, when my grandma was passing away, it was like really rough. Like around 13, 14. We went through a couple names, but that was the final name. Her final moments when I was outside, she was right next to the hospital medicine room, and like I just felt like I had to draw some sort of energy from that moment. I can't like leave that as a bad moment.
Right.
You get me?
Yeah.
Like, I want her to be immortalized and live on, and I've always felt like spiritually she's guided me. Mm-hmm. So what more than to like give her praise through there?
Yeah.
and the coolest part is that like at his house we used to we used to play in his room. It's just like a game room, but it's also like our band room.
Right.
And we every year, like every band practice that we would have like a jam session. We'd listen to music like Santana or just Korn, or like even like Rammstein.
We grew up in that room.
Yeah, like everything that we made has probably happened in that room, if not outside.
And we call it the medicine.
Yeah, because like we learned like in like the Chinese culture, music is a form of therapy too. So medicine, you know, and we're in a room, so we just kind of put together. And with his grandma, you know, it just worked perfect.
That's one of my favorite stories of the band names. I love that. That's all, but it's true. Like, you always have to see like the story behind things. Like when my father passed, like, it's the stupidest thing. Like, I lost a cap in a tooth, and that brought me to tears in the dentist office, but it brought me way back to 5th grade. So it's like funny how you like have certain ways of looking at things and whatnot. But I love that story, and she's always going to be a part of your this. So that's nice. So okay, so you have a song on Spotify, Flood. Who wrote that? Tell me the story about that song and the meaning and whatnot.
That's our oldest song.
Okay.
Like probably our first song.
No, it is. It 100% is our first song. Like, obviously we tried some cover songs, but the first original was Floods. And the name, we didn't really have a name for it for a while. Like, for a while.
Yeah.
So it was just like our first song. That's what we called it. And the story behind it was just like, we are experimenting. This is our System of a Down phase where we're all listening to System of a Down.
System of a Down is what probably formed this band.
Yeah,
like, it's what inspired me to form the band in the first place.
I love System of a Down.
No, yeah, and then they inspired me to like make this riff because you know how one of their songs, I think it's Toxicity. So like if you listen to my riff, it's kind of like the same notes type vibe. So that was what it was, and then these guys came in and y'all talk about like how y'all came up with.
I feel like because with the way we make songs is really weird. Like really, like the way we experiment like with everything. Like he would bend a string for no reason out of nowhere, but it makes sense. Right? And then he would like scratch his pick along the strings, which is in floods, and it's like, bro, what is that sound? But it's like keep doing it, and it's a cool different sound. And then like when everything was put together, it was just like, what can I put with these guys that will just make sense, but like still make the song drive.
Right.
And then at that point, I was at the phase as a drummer, but I was still like trying to figure out what type of fill style I like.
Right.
So that one was just more of like trying to go ham, but keeping it subtle at the same time, you know? And everything, after rehearsing it over and over again, trying different things, it just became what it is. And now it's like, probably one of our favorite songs to play. It's so much fun performing that song.
Yeah, we were a lot about, and still are, about contrast.
Okay.
Like, we'll play something really nice, really nice, really nice, and take you by a storm with something like just really brutal. Like, definitely Floods is a prime example of that. Yeah. That's why I named it Floods in the first place. It feels like tranquil, everything's nice, and then it takes you, bah, 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 bah. It's a flood. Right. I imagine, like, literally floods going through, taking everybody, honestly.
Okay, that's awesome. Now, do you have any unreleased stuff that you play constantly that you're just going to be releasing soon? Like, tell me about the stuff that not everybody can hear on Spotify right now.
I love Jane Doe. Jane Doe is like one of.
We showed him. He's still catching up. I love it. It is definitely our sadder song. But yeah, we've been trying to catch him up with all our songs. Right. That's probably the most recent one that he learned.
Okay.
It's honestly our most different song. It's more of like a rap, hip hop type feel to it, with like a nice. It's more of a sad song than anything, but it does have like this like happy feel to it. Like it's our love song, honestly.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I want to hear that. Yeah.
We got recordings. We'll definitely show you
guys.
We have like. It on our end, it's kind of like, dang, we have all these originals, all these like songs that we can release, but we haven't released it yet. And we're like, we keep saying like we need to like release things, but the thing is, like with Floods, we recorded, we flooded, and we added, and now that we're recently getting into the show scene with like actually performing and everything, we're trying to like build a foundation for us, because before the way we like got our name out there was through ads and like through promotions, and it worked. But having the local people also know who you are, it's unbeatable. Like, so doing the shows, and we're trying to have like our last banger show in like August, and then straight EP recording, because everyone, like, we keep getting comments at shows like, oh, that was a sick song. Like, do you guys have things on YouTube where we're like, yes, we have one song, but all the originals were still in the works, and like, dang, we can't give the people what they want yet. So like, we're trying to like record everything and have like at least more than one song out there.
Do you guys do your own recording and whatnot, or?
Floods was all self-produced by us. Even the video was just one of our boys that really loves the camera. We asked him to tag along and record a couple videos of us. And I stayed up to like 6 a.m. putting the videos together. You guys remember, those days were tough.
I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you did it.
Literally stay up till daylight the next day trying to put the video together and sending these guys like clips of it. And,
he'll literally text at like 4:30 in the morning, guys, I just finished one of the clips. I'm like, bro, what are you doing up? And you wait for a response. I'm like, bro, I'm asleep at that time, bro.
That's so funny. He's like, I'm still not sleeping.
Yeah.
You haven't responded yet.
And he's there waiting for us, like...
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, and it was all produced in the medicine room.
And you're do you guys still
everything.
work in what you call the medicine room?
Okay. Yeah, the original one.
But do you have a sign outside that says the medicine room?
The whole room is painted green, dark green.
Okay.
That's our like logo color and all that. Like that's the band colors, 100 green, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
like this?
A little bit darker.
Okay.
And like we'd really like to like have a really nice mural on one side of the wall,
Right.
just medicine room, get a couple artists and
Right.
They have like this wall, just like space. Like now he has posters on it, but before it was just like space. We're like, what can
I'm
we
trying
do
to
with
fill up the whole room with posters. Like I got like maybe like a corner, two
Right.
corners going in full of posters, but like the rest is still blank.
Right. That would be awesome. I want to see a picture of that if you get it done. That would be awesome. Okay, so what do you feel is your biggest accomplishment so far as a band?
it? You wanna?
Things have honestly like started to get traction recently.
Yeah.
Like it's been more,
Oh, yeah,
it's been
that for sure,
practice. Like every week, every weekend. It used to be Sundays, now it's Saturdays.
Right.
Since 7th grade, we've been meeting up every
Wow.
week without fail.
That's
Every
awesome.
week.
Yeah.
We really started doing gigs probably like last month.
Yeah.
Really? So this
Yeah.
you've just been preparing.
Oh,
Now you're
yeah.
releasing it to the
We
world.
were over prepared by the time that it
Oh,
came.
nice.
Like
Yeah.
my dad was a musician, so like we had all his equipment and all that. Like he still is a musician. He goes out there, so like that's where I got all that. Like I'm able
Awesome.
to like we're able to host our own shows and set it all up.
Nice. Yeah.
So we were trying to find like people to have us on their shows and stuff like that, but that's so rough.
Especially being a new band,
Yeah.
like that no one really has heard of you.
We barely have any videos.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like you really like we're figuring it out still, but it's really one of those things where you have to go out of your way and
Right.
you have to contact
You gotta be a
everyone.
host.
Like,
Well, that's why, like, that was one of my. I don't know if you know, I did a mini fest with 16 bands. One
So-
band couldn't make it the last minute because she got COVID. It was so freaking fun, though. Oh my god! But the biggest part about it that made me so excited was all the bands, because I had Palm Beach, Dade, and Broward. All the bands, they like marketed themselves. They got each other's contact information.
Yeah.
And now I'm seeing they're like they met there and they've done shows like
all about
I don't know if you've heard of
connections.
Big Child. They went
Oh,
up
yeah.
to Palm Beach to play a house show with Young Fiction. They didn't know each other until then. So it's like that's like my biggest advice to you guys: just play whatever you can, reach out to as many bands as you can, and just everybody will eventually know who you are, like within like your peers of bands.
Yeah, of course.
Because, yeah, you just continue to play as much as you can. But I'm going to be having another mini fest, so I'll definitely be reaching out.
We're stoked.
That'll be
Yeah,
exciting. I'm just trying to find the perfect venue for it. I went to this one the other day thinking a Friday night would be a perfect time for me to meet up with the person, but it was closed. I was like, what the hell?
on a Friday too.
Right? I was like, okay, maybe I need to go somewhere else. So I'm working on it. But that's definitely key, is like just, and half these bands, like, a lot of them do have their own, but now you have your own equipment, so you could host it. You could pick whatever bands you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it usually is a lot. It's not easier. I'm not gonna say easier
Yeah.
to host, but getting it in the first place is the first
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah.
And if you can't get it, you gotta just go out there and do it yourself.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So do you have a dream collaboration?
I honestly like I haven't really thought about that much, but
Yeah.
if
I bet Brian's
Oh.
thought of something.
yeah,
Probably, I don't know.
Probably
I
Corey
don't know.
Taylor. Like you've been,
Corey
he's
Taylor,
been-
yeah.
he's been wanting to cover a Slipknot song since he
yeah, he's
joined
just
the
like,
band.
yo, we have to do Islands, bro. We have to do Islands.
And he's a great vocalist too. Like
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
he does. I thought Sebastian was already great vocals, which he is, but like he brought a whole nother element
Right.
to his vocals that
Awesome.
like, especially to some of our covers. Like we did a Robo cover, and like
Oh my god,
he's just like it really set the tone for him being a perfect fit for the band. Like
Right.
in attitude and like in style of playing and just dedication. The thing I was scared of the most is having somebody on the band that doesn't really care like how we do.
Right.
Like that
100%.
isn't committed like how we are, but like he's done the most.
Especially
Yeah.
since you have that instant connection. It's just, you just know.
Yeah, it's literally all love already. Like,
yeah,
we're
like-
boys.
Yeah.
I feel like I've known him for as long as I've known these guys.
Right. So do you guys all speak Spanish?
Yes,
Do you guys have any Latin types of music out or anything like
We
that?
actually want to. Like I've been
Yeah.
trying to like. There's this one song called
These are great questions.
"Donde están?" It's he's got this one beat that he does every meet.
Every meet.
7th grade.
like for no reason, like we play our actual song, we play a cover, but like so one person probably isn't ready. We're having a conversation before, but like let's say I'm messing around and we're talking, but Laz is like, let's play the song. He'll just start the intro so we can get our attention if we're not listening, whatever. I'll be like, bing, da bing, da bing, da bing, like for the longest time, and they were like, yo, stop. I'll be like, yeah, bing, da bing.
Like, he'll be like, yo, stop playing. I need a tune.
all the time. And like, bro, that's like my sound.
Yeah, we all got our own little funny sound.
Like he has his own lick that we just laugh. He has his own lick that we just laugh. It's actually a song too.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
You're not the first person that told me that. That's apparently a big thing amongst the local scene. Is they all play this SpongeBob thing.
Yeah, he played that like as soon as he came to the first time. He did get. We're like, bro.
And we wear outfits, so him and like if you saw the live video or any of the live videos we post, I'm in a gown, he's in a doctor outfit.
Oh, I've seen the doctors. Yes.
He's in a nurse outfit, and he's in like kind of like a hazard COVID suit with a gas mask. So like having like a gas mask guy playing that little SpongeBob song.
Do you play with it? Like, have you played live shows with them?
Yeah.
And you play with this gas mask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ever do that at the coffee house. Because you dropped it.
We did that.
I did it.
Yeah, he did it. Yeah, because the first time we played it, we took the opening spot because one of the bands unfortunately couldn't make it, so we just did the opening for them. But at the time, he wasn't with us. The second time when we hosted, he was in the full hazard suit with the mask.
That's actually where he met us. The first show at the coffee house. Yeah. So instantly, the next show after that, he was already performing with us.
Was the air working at least at that time?
It was.
I mean, the AC was on.
I know that you were chilling.
Yeah, I was chilling, but like the way it was, because like you know how I set up, like the stage is here. Since we're a 4-man band, now we didn't want to be so like
like stuffed.
Yeah, because we didn't want to have like someone like this being blocked. Like, we want everyone to be appreciated. So we performed like where the wall is straight down. So I was fine. I think Sebastian was kind of fine because the AC is over here.
Right.
Him and the hazard suit on the opposite side, and him in the front, like
sweat was dripping.
So that was your band initiation.
Literally after we walked out, he was like, "Bro, I don't know how Slipknot does this." He takes off his mask.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so like upcoming goals. You're gonna release your EP soon, and you're gonna record and produce everything on that.
We're not too sure because I actually have a family member who's like an engineer / producer with his own stuff, and I recently just got in contact with him because honestly I didn't even know that I had a cousin that was older than me by that much. So he's done all these tours with like the Rolling Stones.
Oh,
nice.
And,
like, people. So I mean, it's cool that we have this opportunity, and we're trying to see if we can have like a date where we can link up and use their studio.
Right.
But we're not sure because he's a very busy man. He made it very clear. But we also have the equipment to record at his house.
Right.
So whatever reason it is that we go with him, cool. If we go with him, cool.
Right.
Because either way, we can get the songs released and.
I'd honestly like a professional engineer at least around because like 100%. I didn't go to school for this.
Right.
I try my best and I watch as many YouTube videos as I can and I experiment with it and like I kind of have an ear to what sounds good.
Yeah.
But like. You can't compare it to somebody that went to university for 4 years.
Exactly. Yeah. So, totally slipped out of my mind the question I was going to ask you a second ago. Oh my God. Do you have a deadline as to when you want this all completed?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah,
like all the EP. That's what you mean.
Damn, for sure,
we never thought about that.
But
Like,
we're taking our time, like these whole 8-9 years almost. Like, why rush things now?
Yeah,
everything's going so smooth. Like, as soon as we started doing shows, everything's catching so much traction. Like, people are showing a lot of love. Like, we honestly want to take our time with this. We're in no rush.
Right. So, speaking of doing shows, let's talk about the local scene. How many shows have you guys played since you just started playing live shows? How many have you played, and do you have a favorite venue? I saw that you guys played at the Spot in Wynwood.
You're gonna
play. You're gonna play on the 30th of this month. Yes. Mm-hmm. So, have you been to shows there? Like, what's your favorite venue?
We've only been to Coffee House.
As a band, we've only really performed at Coffee House, and those 2 times were at Coffee House.
Okay.
But when we went to this spot, it was a really cool spot. The stage was awesome. The where people would like watch is such a cool spot. Mm-hmm. But we've been to a couple of venues to watch other bands that were actually going to be on our card.
Okay.
Like we went to Sandbox, and Sandbox is such a cool spot. I think that's probably at least my personal favorite there because like you have the whole room, you have a stage, you have a screen.
Right.
Like it's a really cool spot, and the owner there is such a cool, chill man. He's really cool.
I've heard good things about that one, and I've also I heard that the Spot is kind of almost like a speakeasy where people don't know. You go in through something, and then you go. Yeah.
It's a bar first at the beach, which is awesome, and then a patio behind it. like a really nice
Right.
patio, probably as big as like half the bar maybe.
Right.
And then a door from the back of the patio leads into the what they call the sandbox, because there's a sandbar and the sandbox.
I got
And
you.
at the end, it's like a crazy venue. Like
Yeah.
I love the
Big.
spot.
Yeah.
Nice
I think it's
lights,
like
the
100 and
stage.
something capacity.
The stage
Really?
is
Okay, I
awesome.
was gonna ask that.
Because coffee house is 60 capacity if you want
Including
to
the
die.
bands.
If you want to die.
Yeah,
If you
wanna die.
want everybody to be like this, include
I've
coffee
been
house.
there where it was like that, and you're close to death because either the heat's gonna kill you or the floor.
Yeah,
One of
it's-
the
Yeah.
So-
Either way, you're gonna go out there like this. Oh.
For real. Yeah. Okay, so do you have any dream venues to play?
Well, at least for where we're at right now, I'd say Revolution.
Oh.
Because like it's definitely possible. Definitely
absolutely.
possible. And that's honestly, it would be a great milestone to have because Revolution is a great spot.
Yeah.
And it's still in our area, so it's a really cool
Yeah.
spot there too.
Super cool.
Hopes for
I was-
sure. My bad, I cut you
Which
off.
place? No, go.
But for sure, hopes is use all this money that we get from these shows and all that, get a little bit, and pay off a van
Okay.
so we can start touring.
That
We
would
can
be
fill up the
awesome.
van. Like right now, we use my mom's like work van
Uh-huh.
that she's a nurse.
Okay.
So like medicine room in the
That
in
is
the clinic
awesome.
van, like
That's awesome. You guys need to get an old ambulance. That's what you need to get. You need to get
we saw
an
an ambulance on the way over here. and he's like,
Yes.
these guys can have ambulance, we can have it.
like one of the old school ones from like the 80s.
That would be
That
so
would be
Yeah,
so cool.
that'll be, but like, imagine just being at a venue. You're like, why is there an ambulance here? You guys with instruments casually walk out.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
That would
and
be
it has a space for it, so it's literally perfect.
Yeah.
It's literally
Oh my
perfect.
Maybe even like empty out like the whole van when we're out in our
Yeah.
spots like touring and like have little interviews we were
Yeah.
thinking inside like with any other bands that we might see.
That would be
Our own little
cool.
thing, yeah.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, no, there's so many things now that, the medicine room that you could do with this.
Yeah, there's
I'm gonna be
so
crazy.
many
That's
things.
it every day. Like there's a possibilities really are.
Yeah.
With that.
Like,
You're
it's
going to be getting
literally
messages
perfect.
from me. Like, I'll be the one for you. Guys, that's so funny.
He'll probably be okay after that.
Yeah, right. He'll answer me right away.
but like yeah, our one of our favorite things were like doing skits. We
Yeah.
love putting on a show for people.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Coffee House, the last time, the one that we hosted, we had Sebastian wheel me in on a wheelchair.
Oh, I think
and I'm
did you
here-
guys video something with
Yeah.
you in the
Yeah.
wheelchair? Okay, I saw that. Yeah.
They're
Yes,
like
we should tell her
sideways.
what each person is about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because like without
Okay.
context, it's like dang, they look cool, but like, who are you? You know?
Right.
Yeah. For sure, Sebastian is a nice little key character. Like,
Yeah.
he's Alejandro's the main like evil doctor.
Oh.
We haven't really made up his whole story, but like he's just pretending to be a doctor. He took me. I'm the patient.
Right.
Sebastian's his nurse. He's really doing this against his will.
Yeah.
And
I'm kind of like what?
he's an enigma.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like
I'm kind of
he
like
barely-
menacing.
Okay.
I'm always in character when I have the mask on.
Oh, yeah.
He's a different person. Like
That's funny.
zero talking. Like he just talks in
He
signals.
just stands in corners and stuff. Even when we're not shooting anything or we're recording anything, he's just standing in the corner while we're out talking.
We had a
And I'm like, what?
we had a photo shoot at Amelia, and it was short because we got there late. But he was in his costume, and we were like trying to figure out where we want the shots. Laz was like pointing our cameraman Jose like where we want the shots with him, and he's just there like. And we're like, yo, what do you
And
think about
it
this?
was at night. They kicked us out. Like the
Yeah.
guys were driving, like the little Miami-Dade guys in the trucks, and like he must have looked like an insane person.
With no context, like what
What's
is this?
Amelia? What is that?
Amelia Earhart Park.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, I'm so used to like.
Yeah.
I'm in Broward, so it's
Oh, we have CB Smith.
yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah, he's in the Broward area too.
Yeah.
He lives the furthest. Like we all live in the same kind of
Oh, yeah.
area, us three, but like he has to drive at least. Like,
Yeah, they literally had to meet up at my house so then we can come here.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
'cause we're
Okay.
closer.
I had a band once that didn't do the Google map at first, and so one band member lived in Plantation Acres, like we could spit there, and they drove all the way to North Miami to pick up band
Wow.
members, and then they realized, oh, we gotta go right back.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a mission.
Yeah. So that's awesome. That's it's funny because like that's something that you could brand yourself on. That's like I love 30 Seconds to Mars. Since I was 16 years old, and not the newer 30 Seconds, but the older 30 Seconds is like my stuff. But they always did like the short stories for their videos, and I loved that. You would just sit there and I loved them. But anyhow, do you guys have any favorite local bands?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should say
it's in a struggle right now. Like I don't know, but I would put for now, DSL is a band, like this punk band.
We love you, DSL.
Like local band. Like yeah, they're my favorite. They're like punk, like really hard, and
Really hard.
I don't know. Like I remember the first time we went, we didn't like really like it too much, right?
Sometimes
we're
it
like,
takes time to appreciate.
yeah, right.
it.
We're like, like there was one song though
Hardcore punk.
that was like, oh, okay, it's pretty good. But then like we went to their other gig and we heard them again, and we're like,
yo, they're crazy.
yeah,
Like,
they're kind of good. Yeah, they're really good.
like as soon as we like, first I was like, damn, because like punk isn't really like our go-to genre,
Right.
And so we were like, okay, we can see where they're coming from. And we saw them again. We're like, yo, these guys go hand, like they're. And then you see the crowds. You're like, wow.
Yeah,
They
they
know
are
they're
crazy.
Definitely Gunner Gill.
Yeah. He was just
Love him.
at a brewery in Fort Lauderdale, or Pompano, I believe, last night.
It's that like we love to do the most. Like
Yeah.
we love the skits, we love the outfits. Like
Yep.
it's an optical thing as much as it is an auditory thing.
Yeah.
So like to see Gunner stand on his chair, flip his
Yeah.
sticks, go around his thing,
He is an entertainer.
pull out the
Yep.
crash.
Yep.
Yeah, that was like the craziest thing.
I
to
love
see.
all that.
Yeah, he's good. He's so good. Yep.
Yeah.
He's so nice.
So I.
Oh my God, he's so
He's
nice.
so nice.
Yeah, he's
so
a,
nice.
such a cool guy.
Yep.
So nice.
I'd probably say my favorite local band. I'm gonna say the wrong number. I recently saw them. Actually,
man, I'm learning some
today's what?
names.
Sunday. Yeah, I think I saw
Wrong
them
number.
Friday. Friday. I saw them
Yeah.
Friday because I recently just joined in a different band called New Indigo,
Okay.
and there's this band called the Wrong Number that came after us, and we were watching. I was like, yo. Like the whole, like every band member was just like shining, but they knew
Rock
when
and
to
roll.
shine and when to come back. And I was like, wow. And the singer, I was like, literally after the show, we were talking for a good like 10 minutes. Just like, yo, you have to like do more shows, man. Like your ad was all popping up everywhere. Your vocals are crazy. Like,
Okay.
it's like they're a great band. They're a great band.
All right. Wrong number. I got them locked in now.
They're great.
Has to be hands down. When they performed
I
at,
do hear this.
at a show,
Hands down.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm learning all these.
They're great. They're great.
I knew everything.
All hands down.
dude.
Honestly.
Hands down.
I was in the bottom of coffee house, so I'm going up right to see them perform, and I walk in and he's playing with his tongue like on the guitar.
What?
Did you guys see
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
He has this machine on the side of the guitar that he like with his finger plays like different stuff.
Yeah.
And then
It sounded so good.
It's like a screen
It
thing that
was so
lights up.
crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
No, then he's like this.
Oh my God. This drummer is in Black Boulevard also.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So this guitarist plays with his tongue.
Yeah.
All right. I definitely need to check this.
He's
out.
crazy.
Yeah, he's another
crazy.
show.
That's awesome. Okay. What about you?
Yeah, definitely
Hands
Gunner
down?
Gill.
Oh, Gunner Gill. Okay. Oh, yeah,
Gunner
you already
Gill's my
said that.
boy.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. That's. I got some good bands here that I have to look into. That's awesome. Okay. So, we're gonna move on to You Can Tell Mom Anything segment, so people can get to know you guys. I'm
Cool.
not creepy. Okay. So we're just gonna ask a couple questions here to get to know you. Outside of music, do you guys have jobs?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you guys do?
I'll go first. I do like a really simple, easy job. I just file
Okay.
at this like office. They're kind of far, but they pay me pretty
You
good
get paid.
for like the work. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have an outside job that I work full time. So, and I'm trying to get into college soon.
Okay.
So I don't know how I'm gonna try and fit everything in that. So,
What do you think
I
you're
don't
going
know.
to college for?
I'm gonna do something that would get me like a job easily.
Okay.
And it pays a good amount, and I like this stuff anyways. It's cybersecurity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I've heard so many stories of like, oh yeah, like it's not too hard, and then make a lot of money.
Yeah.
So like, I'm like, okay.
So would that require a 4-year degree, 2-year degree? Like, yeah, okay.
4 years, yeah, for sure.
I didn't go to college. So back then, like, it wasn't as, like, where you should go to college to get a job. Like, back then you just kind of, I'm a realtor, so that's kind of the route I went. But it's, like, with you're a realtor?
Well, I plan to become.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because right now I'm doing DoorDash and it pays pretty well. The freedom definitely is like a key part of it. Because like sometimes I'll have to cancel last minute on a day and I can do it because I'm not literally scheduled for that day because I can choose like what hours, whatever. But my end goal is to be like a real estate investor.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. You're gonna make money.
Yeah, I'm starting right now to get my license so I can move on it like as soon as possible. So I can like not only fund myself, help fund the band, do whatever we can and just move forward. But
yeah, no, my daughter's a musician and I've been telling her, why don't you just go get your real estate license and I'll give you like 1 or 2 deals a year and that'll like she's 19. So I'm like that'll like cover you. You can still do your music and she's just like, I don't want to do that. I'm like, okay, because like it's your generation's gonna be buying soon, so
everyone needs.
Then all your friends are gonna call you. So,
and what better than to be the one? Hey, I have a house.
Exactly. Yeah.
And one deal is already a great accomplishment.
Yeah.
One deal.
One deal can be what some people make in a year.
Exactly, and imagine just doing that 3-4 times a month.
Yep. Exactly.
You don't have to do that much. 3-4 times a month. Bam. Yeah. Bam.
Yeah. What do? Do you work? Well, you're up all night.
Yeah. I'm on call to be a production assistant for like movies and stuff, but I'm the one that's dedicated the most to like putting the hours in the band every day. Right. Yeah, like I get up and I instantly log into all the band stuff. I go through all the analytics. I go through the shop. I answer all the texts. I'm looking for venues. I'm the dedicated one on hours.
Yeah,
because if someone can't respond, he's on deck like instant.
Yeah. Okay.
I work with my mom. She has a company, like cleaning company.
Okay.
And I just help her around, like on the computer, payroll, all that.
Something, right? Yeah. Not sitting around doing nothing. Okay, so do you guys have big families, small families? Are you guys tight-knit families? Tell me about your
I only have my mom.
Just your mom? Okay. All right.
Didn't know my dad. It's just me and my mom.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we kind of same here. My family's pretty small. It's just like the 5 of us: me, my brother, my dad,
my
aunt, my grandma. And then these
guys all live local. Well, you guys are all family now. Yeah, exactly.
But no, I live in Pines here.
But does your family all live local?
Yeah.
All of it. Okay.
Most of my family is here. A lot of them are in Cuba, though.
Okay.
Most of my family is here, and we're pretty tight. At least, like, within, like, my mom, my dad, my grandma, my grandfather, but, like, not too much on the outer, like, uncles and aunts. Like, I'm not that close with them, but I still see them every once in a while, and we talk, and,
Are you a native Floridian, or did you come over here from Cuba, or?
I was born here.
You were born here. Okay, I'm native as well.
Yeah, I got my mom, my brother, and my cousin. Those are my biggest supporters and closest people in my family.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm the youngest of 5 girls, and then we all have husbands, and there's like 13 nieces and nephews, and so we all live within spitting distance of each other. So,
well, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. We're all like we have built-in best friends, Yeah. All right. Do you guys have significant others? Everyone wants to know.
Yeah, I do. Her name's Adriana, and she's cool.
Okay.
She's cool. She's awesome. I love her, and yesterday was actually our anniversary.
Oh, really? Awesome.
Yeah.
How long?
A year.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I have my drum set.
That's all you need, right? It doesn't talk back.
Exactly.
Doesn't give you headaches. No.
Well, sometimes the headache part.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, Kina helps us a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. She's another big supporter.
Awesome. That's important.
I have my girlfriend, Faith.
Okay.
Hi. She's a big supporter. She definitely, like, since I'm in this band, she knows that I've been wanting to do music and all that. So she supports the band.
Right. Perfect.
All the girls show up.
Yeah, they all help. They help.
We have them at the front doing the wristband and stuff like that. They're all super helpful.
I was just talking with my daughter last night about that because she played a show last night, and we were saying, like, if you have a girlfriend, a boyfriend, they have to understand what they're getting into when they start to date someone that's in a band, because it's not, if you're not into it, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
So, okay, so tell me a fun fact about yourself.
Y'all wanna tour the story Sandbox?
I want to hear the story
That's a
about
fun
Sandbox.
Oh, that's for him. That's him though.
I don't want to go first, so I can't really
My
think of
first
like a
time
crazy
going out
fact.
with these guys.
Okay.
By the way, so go tell them.
So we were listening to NGGA Graveyard
Okay.
in Sandbox. We were just trying to like see the spot, trying to get like the venue and stuff. And like while he was playing a solo, everybody was watching the solo, like enjoying the solo. It was a nice little solo. Nobody was moshing or nothing. Some guy turns around. We're 3 people away. There's 3 people in between us. Some guy turns around, pushes all the people, and in the end of pushing all the people, elbows me here and splits.
Is that how you got the...
Yeah. Splits my face open.
Stop!
Yeah.
So much blood.
No,
So-
it was.
Was he moshing, or was he just picking
He
fights?
was the only person moshing.
Like everyone was
Yeah,
watching the
and he was
show,
throwing-
and
he was
and
throwing
wanted to think
elbows.
he-
Oh, no.
I didn't realize there was a cut on my face. So, like, I get really mad, and I start moshing, too. With my
Oh,
giant
my God.
I have a giant cut on my face, this big, that I gotta show you the picture.
Oh, my God.
It's, like,
Yeah.
giant and blood everywhere, and I still don't realize, and I'm moshing, and the owner comes out and, like, says, stop, hey, stop. And, like, I push him off of me, thinking that there's another person moshing.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Sorry.
And then I go,
Yeah.
and I put 2 fingers, like this much of my fingers, inside my cup.
Stop.
Then I feel my muscle,
Yeah.
I feel my
No!
muscle, and I'm like,
Did you have to
whoa.
get stitches?
Yeah, the guy did it really good. He only had to do 1 stitch and like sew it up on the sides. But I looked for the guy that was moshing, because like if I was in the middle of a mosh pit and I was pushing people and then I get hit, that's on me. But nobody was moshing. It wasn't even like a hardcore song.
Right.
It was a nice little solo.
Right.
So like I couldn't control my anger. I'm like, I'm gonna punch you right now, bro.
Right.
And he's like bald and like a little bit taller than me. I'm looking at him. I'm like, I'm gonna punch you right now, bro. And he's like, bro, I'm sorry. And like he was just kind of like already scared.
Right.
And he ended up like cash apping me $150.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
I'll
squash.
tell you, we have a
Everything
song
was
called
fine.
One-
but-
Yeah,
You did since then?
We're
We have
trying
a
to think
song.
of a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Stitches 150, which we already kind of are.
We posted a clip of it yesterday. on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Okay, I'm going to have to look at that.
It sounds really good. I really
But
like
yeah,
it.
this is how I got this nasty little thing here in Sandbox.
But now it looks cool because now
Character.
with the whole nurse look, you have, like
Right?
a scar. And we actually did a promo vid for the coffee house show because where we recorded Floods, our music video. There's this pool by his house that's just like not abandoned, but it's not in use
empty.
anymore.
Okay.
So there's no water, so we're able to go inside, and there's like this seat that you're able to sit on if there were water. But there's no water now,
Right.
so it's just a seat. And and part of the video is me like looking at his stitches as if I'm trying to do something with it, and it just works so perfect because you can see all the stitches, and you see like it's a real stitch that you can see. Like that scar's gonna look crazy. It's gonna look crazy.
And it's gonna be like we're gonna try to do like this promotion stuff and like try to do the most like for all these shows coming up. We want to have like a little Medicine Room Chronicles
That would
where
be
you can
awesome.
follow the story and like,
Yes.
get to learn more about the
That's
characters.
a really great idea.
Yeah, eventually release merch that's like specific to the characters and stuff
Who
like that.
designed your merch, by the way?
Mostly him and then his brother John. They
Oh, man,
both are like
so good.
Yeah.
tag teaming. Like all we do is like we look we're like that's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, that's crazy.
I was like, oh my God. I was like a kid in a candy store. I was like, holy crap, this is awesome.
There's a lot more. I'm gonna send you more.
Okay,
pics
yeah.
of all this
Oh my
stuff.
God, I love it. Love it.
We were actually like talking about it because we had it was actually for the Winwood show because they were asking for a logo. Or was it Winwood? I don't know. We was a show that we were doing and they were asking for a logo.
Yeah, it
we
was
didn't have
Winwood.
one.
Shout out Rob for the logo.
Shout out. And he found a guy on Fiverr named Rob. Great man. He's
Yeah.
so, like
So
super
he did it,
caring.
like for $50 to
Right.
make a logo,
Yeah.
like he sends us paragraphs and
Yeah.
like talk to us constantly
Like, yeah,
with
genuinely
several
sends us
concepts.
different concepts
Really?
of logos.
Yeah.
Like he was just like I had to write a review.
Right.
So we're at a point with this guy. We're kind of like, okay, outside of Fiverr, would you be down like to be our
to be our
digital
boy, like
artist,
to do graphic design for us.
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Such a cool
Yeah.
guy.
Where's he from?
He's 4, and he's like
Yeah.
European or something.
Oh, okay, all right.
He's
Because I
such
used one on there, and I think that the girl was from China, and it was. But I was happy with the work as well.
Yeah, I'm not really too sure where he's from, but he says cheers a lot.
And salutations.
Cheers and salutations. Oh, that's funny. Yes, European, definitely.
For sure.
Such a cool guy. Such a cool guy.
Okay, all right.
Fun fact about me, I guess I could be the other drummer.
He's a good drummer.
Yeah, I went to band for 2 years in high school, and I played the drums pretty much, but not drum set. We'll get to that later. Yeah, I got into drum line. Like I was in the main group and everything. Nice. I was really good. I was like a small, like kind of scrawny for some reason, and like freshman, and like they had a bunch of seniors playing the bass drums, the really heavy drums. For some reason, they made me bass drum 4, which is like the second heaviest one, right? And it's like this thing that you put on you, and it's this huge bass drum. It was like this big. A little kid, like, that's gonna break my back. Yeah. But I was just way better than everybody else there. Like, yeah, we gotta, we gotta put this kid in.
Did they make you, like, my daughter's old band, their bassist, he was in drumline. And they would make them go from their house, like, just with the drum, everything on march from, like, their home to go to school. Like, you had to, like, go everywhere with the same thing on.
No. Mine was not that extreme. Yeah. But we just practiced constantly without stopping. Like, no breaks. It was no breaks all the time, man. Stuff. And the way I got into drum set was one day they randomly brought in a drum set for one of our, like, big events. And I just started playing, and they're like, "What do you play here, right?" And then the teacher was so chill, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you do this and that." He kind of taught me, and then I got into it, and I started imitating that, like, on my own time. And then he got a drum set, and he brought it to Laz's house, and then I was like, and then I played, and like every once in a while I just practiced on his drum set just on band meets, and then these people are always like, "Yo, like that was kind of cool." He says it too. Yeah. The drummer is like, "Oh,
drummers make good bassists and vice versa."
Yeah, he plays bass too.
Okay. You could swap positions. That would be cool. Midway through a song.
No, yeah. Yo, we could do that for sure.
We can pull a skit with that too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Definitely do that. That would be cool. So that's kind of your fun fact too, that you could be a bassist.
Yeah. So my fun fact is that I play too many instruments. Like,
okay, so which ones?
So like him, I used to also be in drumline because I used to be in a marching band.
Okay.
And initially I was in pits, and I played rack, so it was like bass, gong, like a bunch of toys, whatever. Awesome. And then when it came to drumline, at first I was third bass, and then when I eventually switched schools, and I became center snare.
Okay.
So I was able to get both worlds in it. Cause my favorite thing. Honestly, like, everyone's been honestly telling me, like, yo, you should stick to snare, like, you have better snare, but, like, I always like tenors. The tenors was always, like, my go-to. It's literally 5 drums, and it's, like, to me, it's the coolest thing, but the only thing is it's a back killer. That's why I didn't really go on it too much, and I wasn't really put on it, because I'm still a small guy, and the people that were in the drum line were not bigger than me, but they were older than me, so they already had, like, the bigger build, so they were able to play those instruments. But yeah, I play too many instruments, like tuba, trombone. We're actually thinking about adding tuba in a couple of our songs.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so tuba,
that would be
trombone,
cool.
Trumpet. Wow. No? Your brother.
My brother plays trumpet. He's crazy at trumpet. My whole family plays an instrument.
Yeah, his dad.
Awesome.
His dad's killer on guitar.
Yeah, he has like a whole collection of it too. He has at least like 6-7 guitars. My aunt plays guitar and trumpet.
Nice.
My grandma, she's a dancer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Awesome. Like ballroom dancer, or?
I mean, she's. Honestly, I don't know, because like she's already told me about stories that she's done or that she really wants to dance, but like she's really good at it. She's really good. So I mean, she wants to get me into it.
I just cannot do it.
I can't do it. Like she really wants me to do it. And I'm like, you know what? For you, I'll do it. Aww. But like me outside of with her, I don't see myself dancing. It's hard. Me dancing would be like this on an instrument.
Right.
Like that's my dance. This type of dance, like. And if I'm with the homies, they just having fun, sure. But if it's something serious, like at a ball or like a dance, I'll probably be the one watching, or be the one sitting down, like, you guys are doing good. Mm-hmm. Yep. Like, I'm having fun, but watching you do it.
Yeah, I'm the chair dancer. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I'm gonna start saying that.
Yep.
I was actually gonna learn violin.
Oh, really?
When I was really small, though, my mom handed me a violin. I played it a little bit, but the string broke. I gave it back to her. She never gave it back to me.
That was
never
the end of
played
your
violin.
violin career.
never
I
played
love
violin.
the electric violin. I love that. Like Paramore, when they throw it in there, I just love the violin. It
Definitely
sounds so
want
good.
to learn the violin.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
The electric violins are hollow with like
Yeah, it was like
just
crazy.
the framing on the outside.
Yeah,
That
bro.
sounds so beautiful.
They really do.
They
Yeah.
sound so beautiful. I want to learn violin for sure. That's
I mean,
definitely gonna be. After I learn like 5-string bass, I get a 5-string bass.
Oh
I
my
learn
God.
that.
I got
Yeah, right.
Yes.
I'm
After
so
that,
excited.
I wanna either get an upstanding bass.
Yes.
That's what I was saying.
Awesome.
or
It's so fun to
violin.
watch the upstanding bass. Like, I don't know if you guys
Privates.
like Mumford and Sons, but I saw them with, like, the only time they ever came here, and I couldn't stop watching that. I was just like, oh my God, that just is so fun to watch. I love
Yeah,
it.
we recently went to for my. It wasn't like for me. It was for my birthday, but for them it was more like a concert plus like my birthday because there's a band called Primus. They're like
Yeah. I know premise.
the opening song. He pulled out the upright bass and we all were like, yo!
Yeah.
And we instantly took out our phones and we were recording.
It was Jellies on Smack.
Sitting on Smack. He went, wah, we're like, yo, that's crazy. Like literally just one note.
Awesome.
It
Was
teleports you into like
Yes.
the
Yeah.
80s.
Yeah.
It's like
For real.
you're not there, like you're just like zoned out into what he's playing with the lighting too.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It
Yeah.
was so cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, so I'm going to be looking for that. Okay.
No pressure, no pressure.
Yeah.
So what are your go-to karaoke songs?
Ooh, karaoke. I don't know.
I know mine.
I don't know.
Like that we sing as a band or just herself?
Just yourself.
I
Oh,
would
I
have
got
to
mine.
say Code by Evans Blue.
Okay.
Code by Evans Blue, yeah. I just every time I listen to it, I just sing to it. Like me and you sang to it in the car once and we're going ham.
Yeah.
The whole song
Emotional.
we're singing it super emotionally, yeah. It was just like I don't know, I just love the song.
I
yeah,
usually
that's what-
play in the shower, Playboy Cardi, Stop Breathing. Stop Breathing. I love that song. In the shower, it's like, breathe, breathe. Like, definitely Eyeless in the car. Scream my heart out. Like, it's cool.
I have one that I'm like, for some reason it hypes me up and it's like the funniest song.
Uh-huh.
But I like Love Story from Taylor Swift.
Okay,
That's like,
yeah.
like you can't go wrong with a little
No.
Love Story. But like my actual song that I would jam out to, probably Still Can't from the Cranberries.
Oh my
Cranberries
God.
is my number
We were
one
just
all
thinking,
time.
like, my always go-to was the Cranberries.
I
Die Hard
have
Cranberries.
an album of all of them signed.
You do?
Yeah, I got it for Christmas. Yeah.
Oh my God! Yeah, no, I've always loved the Cranberries.
Like, if I can see anyone, I'm literally saying anyone, I would take that opportunity to see the Cranberries. Her voice is just
I
so
sound
unique.
just like her when I'm alone. I sound just like her. Nobody else does. I love the Cranberries.
Yeah,
but you're
I
right.
would
Her
do
voice
anything
is
to see them.
ridiculous.
It's unfortunate that Dolores had passed away.
Oh my God! Yeah.
It was like at the time I wasn't too big of a fan because that was in my like 21 Pilots type of phase.
Okay.
But like when I saw, like I already knew of the Cranberries, but when I saw, I was like, no, the band that I'm now getting into is like now this happens.
Yeah.
Which means no new music,
Right.
no tours,
Yep.
and now that they're like literally like over any other band. Like I know we're a new metal band, and it's very weird for me to say the Cranberries is my favorite band.
No, I hear it all the time.
but
Stuff like that.
oh my-
Yeah.
I would do anything to see them
Yeah.
in concert. It was,
Yeah.
They're crazy. Well, crazy in the sense that they're different. Like they're Dolores' voice,
Mhm.
unmatched.
No, for real. You're right. Okay, so that brings me to my next question. If you could have dinner with 3 people, famous people, past or present, yeah, who would they be and why?
You got one? Or?
No. These are like I can never prepare for these questions.
We should think about things that we should be prepared for. It's-
yeah.
Honestly, at 3, Dolores, one of
Yeah.
them. I'd say Joey Jordison from Slipknot,
Okay.
and probably Josh Dunn from Toronto Pilots.
Okay. Oh, love him.
Yeah, he was like probably one of my inspirations to actually start
Yeah?
drumming because like he has a really good pocket. Then he adds like a
Something.
yeah, just
And
something
that seat
simple.
has springs in it.
Exactly. Yeah,
He's sick. Yeah.
such a cool. Yeah, and Loki, when I saw his mohawk, I was like, dang, I want one. But like, I was like, I don't really have the head for it. I was sketched. And then quarantine happened. I was like, my hair's already stupid long. No one's gonna see me for like another 8 months. What can go wrong? If I don't like it, I'll just buzz cut it. Again, no one was gonna see it. So I did it, and then everyone saw it, like, yo, like, it actually looked good. I was like, hey, I mean, if you say so, like, I'll keep it. So then, kind of kept it. But Justin, he's super cool.
So cool. Yeah.
Kanye West.
I love Kanye.
I saw Kanye West live.
Did you?
Yeah, for the Donda 2 shows. It was crazy. It was really crazy. The ending where like all the fireworks came up, crazy.
He's got problems, but I love him.
Kirk Hammett from Metallica.
Okay.
One of my favorite guitarists. And Corey Taylor.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Well, mine aren't really musical people. You said like any famous person?
Yeah.
Okay, this is like something I've been wanting for a while. Actually, I would like having that talker Joe Rogan, like the Joe Rogan, and I'll just like to see Khabib and Conor right next to each other, and like because I just love like the way they argue and just talk crap. So I'll just love to be there and just see them talk crap the whole time, and then Joe Rogan just getting them questions and them getting even more mad. I would just love to be there in the middle of that conversation.
That would be fun.
The first thing in my head for some reason when you asked that was like Genghis Khan. Like some like old Chinese Asian dynasty guy that would like take over. Like I just want to see his mannerisms.
Right.
Like, I want to see how he eats on the table. Second would be Tyson Fury.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You know what that is?
Yes.
All right, yeah. I've been boxing for like 2 years. And a half.
Oh, you have?
Now. Yeah.
Okay.
I was hoping for an amateur fight within the year, but now that like this is taking so much traction, like I want to focus on the band a little bit.
And you've already done enough damage to your face. So.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even his fault.
And third, Maynard from Tool.
Okay.
Oh.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Did you want to replace someone?
I don't know. Because these guys know. Because there's this one. Okay, so there's this band called The Warning. They're from Mexico. He already knows. Lousy knows. Like there's this. So it's a band with 3 sisters in it.
Okay.
But the drummer, her name's Paulina.
This guy's in love with her.
Yeah, honestly, like. Every time I see her drum, I just watch it like 3 times. I'm like, wow.
Paulina.
Like,
come on,
come on, right here, please.
Yeah, the big eyes when you see them.
Like every time she posts, I would literally post it on my Instagram, like, look. But like, she's definitely someone I would want to meet. Definitely.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess you don't have to answer the next question because I think I got it. But the other 3, unless there's someone else, who are your celebrity crushes?
Yeah, you got mine.
Christian Bale.
Oh, okay.
He's just an amazing actor.
He is. I hear he's hard to work with, though.
Yeah. Billie Eilish. She's like one of my crushes.
Really?
I want to meet her.
I haven't had anybody say her yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Who else? Oh, I'm just gonna leave it at 2.
Okay.
2.
I don't really have one.
No?
I never really like.
Adriana.
Yeah, I want to kiss that girl. I don't know. Like, I just never had that. At least not yet. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
You go, bro.
He had already said his.
Paulina, have you watched the 100?
No.
So, have you guys watched the 100?
No.
I
didn't watch the
I
100.
watched like the first episode, and I was like, "This sucks."
So, hey man, you're sleeping on it. So there's this one. So it's basically like if the world was like overtaken by like this like nuclear pollution, and people had to go to space to save, but there's people still left on Earth that were surviving. But one of the main characters is Lexa, and she's like this like one of the like the leader of everyone. But like Lex, I don't know her real name. I'm really bad with names, but Lexa from the 100. It's funny because like it's not that I have a type, but like I don't know, every person that I've ever said, oh, like she's cute, has always had like the ending with an A. Lexa, Paulina, it's like
I'm just not getting a good signal, apparently.
I thought of a good celebrity crush. Do they have to be like? This might be a weird question. Do they have to be like a person? Like a person, or is
That
it like
is a weird
popular
question.
actor?
But whatever does it for you.
Wait, no. Hear me out. What are you about to say, Doc? What are you about to say?
Kim Possible.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, right? You got it for that. You got
Kim
it.
Possible, the one with the red hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the bad guy one. But
I
I
have
forgot
an
her name.
actual
I
real
forgot her
life
name.
Kim Possible for you.
Really?
Yes.
That's her name.
That's her name?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I loved her. I loved her.
My friend's daughter, I have to find a picture of her. She actually did a side by side with Kim Possible and her daughter. I have to find it, but I'm not
One
going to
day.
hold everything up. But. Yeah, that's so funny.
Kim
Alright.
Possible.
Does it have to be a person?
I like the girl from Nightwish.
Oh, the singer, right?
Yeah.
Bro, yeah.
She's so mysterious.
Then
But,
she is mysterious, bro. And I like the jewelry she has on.
but my final answer is also Kim Possible.
That's funny.
has to
I'm
be.
gonna have to find this picture and show you guys after. Okay. Yeah, no. It's never at your fingertips. It's gonna come right up as soon as you guys leave. I know it. God. But I'll find it and send it to you guys. That's so funny. Okay. What is your biggest irrational fear?
Irrational.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time I make a right, like, you know when there's a red light, but you can still make the right?
Mm-hmm.
Every single time I tense up, like, even if I made sure there's no car, every single time I tense up like somebody's gonna slam into the back, you know? Like, I'm terrified.
Come out of
that.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I tense up.
Let me see.
That someone's watching me. Because,
Okay.
like, when it usually happens when I'm at, like, a gas station or I'm at like, a bank or
Late
something.
at night.
Yeah, or even if it's like at dawn, even like I'll be at the cashier or even look or something. I'm always like, you know, when you're at somewhere, you've had like the energy, like it's like someone's like staring at you, but no one's behind you. I'm like,
Right.
because me personally, like this whole spiritual realm, like I believe it's a real thing, but like when I'm out in public and I'm out at gas stations, I'm like, okay, no, I think there's an actual like someone like what is he doing to watch me, but no one's actually there.
Right.
But yeah.
No,
it's-
sometimes I feel that and it's like so real. It's like then I
Yeah.
start, like breathing heavy to myself and running to my car practically.
I gotta go.
Lock the door.
hyper.
I'm feeling the back seat to make sure nobody's back there. Yeah.
Not even in the trunk, like-
I've only been in the store for 1 minute. How did this all happen already?
Definitely leaving my foot out of the bed.
Yo.
Oh my god.
I hate that. I either like cover my foot like really quick and then I'm creeped out. That's why I always sleep like next to the wall.
Are you like afraid that someone's gonna get your foot?
No, I'm
Is
just
that-
afraid there's something under the bed. Like that will touch me.
So my mom, growing up, it was like this big fear of hers that somebody was doing something with her feet. So she always had to like tuck them under and everything. So she found out as an adult that was the only time her mother could clip her toenails. So she would go in while she was sleeping, clipping her toenails. So maybe something's happening to you while you're sleeping. I don't know.
Hey man.
Ah.
Fear. Anything in the dark is scary.
Yeah, like until like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe I was still turning off the lights and running.
Yeah.
I'm 26 and I still do that.
That's true. And you're in bed like, okay, now I'm good.
That's safe now.
Go to sleep. Yeah, you cover your shoulders,
Yeah.
cover it. And you're like, yeah,
Dude, nobody can touch
10
me.
seconds. But mine has to be sleeping. And there's a backstory for this because I get what's it called, paralyzed sleep
Okay.
paralysis. There you go.
Oh wow.
Oh my god, the scariest thing.
Are they like
ever.
night terrors in a way? Where
Oh my god,
It's-
I don't even know what it is. Like,
It's basically like you're sleeping, and when you're basically your brain is asleep, but your body is awake. So your
Okay.
brain is still in that dream state, but when you're in sleep paralysis, there's like I don't know what the chemical is, but it's when you're fearful of something. That chemical is like boosted. So when
Okay.
you're sleeping, your body's awake, but your brain's asleep. So you can't move your body. Whatever position you're in, So when you open your eyes, you can only move your eyes.
Dreaming.
But you're still in the dream
still dreaming.
state.
Okay,
So
that
you're
happens
getting.
to my
People will see like dark figures in the corners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't
Do you
move.
start screaming?
You can't. You're in the dream state. You're asleep.
No.
You woken up from it?
Yeah?
Yo.
No, there's, like, my
No,
husband
it's
has
not
it with
woken
him.
up.
And he starts screaming, and I have to, like, shake him and shake him and shake him.
Oh,
and
really?
even as he's waking up, he's like, oh. And I'm like, oh, my God, what's going on? But it's like,
gosh.
that's the thing. It's like people are attacking him.
Oh, I didn't know you can
whatever.
like.
Sometimes
And he can't do anything about it. Yeah.
those dreams that you're falling, like I'll sit up.
Yeah.
And you feel like your whole blood goes whoosh.
For me, damn. Oh yeah, I remember now. So my experience was, this is in my old house, and like pretty much my head is where the doorway is.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone opens the door, I already see them,
Right.
like just from opening it, right? So sleep paralysis, and I was looking towards the door, and it was open.
Mm-hmm.
There is a light in the hallway, but every other light was like off. It was like there was no moon, even like there's barely any light. It was only from the hallway.
So is this like actual events, or is this your mind
This is
screaming this?
this is definitely my mind.
Okay.
I hope,
Right.
like, because I saw just someone standing at the doorway, like
Hell no.
and
Yeah, no thanks.
it feels like it's been like 15 minutes has passed, and I just can't keep my eyes. I feel like I blink once and that's it. Like something happened, so I had my eyes open, and then eventually I figured out that it was like something fake because it feels so real.
Right.
Because I can twitch. That's the weirdest thing. I twitch slightly, like my toes,
Right.
my fingers, and I'm like, this feels so real because I guess I am moving.
Right.
And eventually I calm down and I try to talk. Like, I don't know, the first thing that comes to mind is just staying quiet when you see something
Right.
weird.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me say something. Blacks, like everything goes black. And I hear a bunch of weird people talking around me. Like they're just having conversation around me. And it sounds like people I heard throughout like the past couple of years. Like that I past conversations I've listened to like back when I was a kid. And then I wake up cold sweat and I'm like, and then I don't go to sleep for like
You
an
were
hour.
completely sober when you went to bed.
Yeah.
I was like,
I was a kid. I was not doing anything.
That sounds terrifying.
I'm so scared of it. I don't sleep on my back anymore because that's what they
I
say.
can
That's
imagine
how
you're
so
traumatized.
I sleep on my side all the time.
oh my God.
Thanks for the tip.
That's so funny. All right. So, what is the worst gift you have ever received?
A shirt that didn't fit me, I guess. That's like the best one. Not only was like it was ugly, like I don't really like striped shirts, but the color palette was weird. I forgot what it was, but it was just two colors that
Did you
did
have to
not
pretend
make
like you liked
sense.
it?
Like it didn't make sense at all. It was like I was wearing something clownish, and then it didn't even fit me. It was way too tight, so it was like you just see like my chest, and you see like all my fat.
Did you get to return it?
I didn't want to be mean, so I'm like, yo, yeah, I love it. I was so gonna you should take it off. I was like, yeah, I love it. I love it. I put it in my room, and I don't know what happened to it.
Goodwill.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to it.
It's not necessarily the worst gift, but like me as a person, they should know it because like, and I'm so I hate having my hands dirty or being like I just hate being dirty. And before Nickelodeon closed, they would have like the giant splash scene with the slime. And for one of my birthdays, my family wanted to take me there because my brother was like, he loved like being
The place in
slime.
Orlando?
I don't know. I think the place I went to was in. Actually, no. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't Orlando. And we went there. And there was two parks. There was like the outside water park, and there was like an inside for like the actual Nickelodeon show, whatever. And for me, I loved being there because it was the water park plus the Nickelodeon thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I loved the water park, but like there was a part where they put slime on us, and I was like, "What is on me right now?" And I literally as soon as they put it on, I was like, "Picture." Went to the bathroom and washed it off instantly, and I was like, "I'm never doing this again."
When I was a little girl, it was my dream. I don't know if they have Double Dare still, but they had a show called Double Dare, and that's all you did. You got slimed. That was my dream to go on double
Oh
dare.
yeah, I know. I know what you're talking about. I know.
The birthday party was great. It was great. The only bad thing, I messed up my foot because I scraped it. But other than that, the food was there, the family was there, the party. I loved that birthday party.
Right.
Minus the slime.
Yeah.
Minus the slime.
I don't want to sound ungrateful, but like, I live in Hialeah and all that stuff, and like amongst Latin families, I don't like when like I just get handed an avocado or something.
Mango.
I'm gonna go bus missions. I'm gonna go to the gas station. I'm gonna do a bunch of stuff,
Yeah.
and you give me a mango to hold this whole like time. I don't like.
Wait, that's happened before?
Not even in the
Like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's funny.
What the
I
heck?
think it was like Christmas. It was like 2015, 2014. I had the old DS, like the old Nintendo DS, but my friend had got me a game for the 3DS
Okay.
for the Mario Kart,
No.
and I couldn't return it, so I kept the game and I couldn't even play it until like 2 years later until I got the actual console that I played. And I
But-
just threw it away.
Do you agree that the old DS was better than the 3DS?
That's actually a
I
good question.
played all of them except the newer ones, but like the 3DS was pretty similar to the old DS, but anything that came after the 3DS, like all the crazy stuff they tried doing
You
after,
know,
was crazy.
Animal Crossings was never the
Oh my
same.
god.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. The Switch is fun, but like now I think
Not like
The one on the 3DS was amazing. It was really good. I used to play it every day.
I always just shook for apples for my kid. Like I was like, oh, let me get the apples. Come on, I really need a life apparently. So, yep. But I didn't like the 3DS. I liked but I don't like change either. So, like as you can see, I've got a really nice camera there that I have yet to set up for my podcast because this is easier.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah. So
it's more
until
convenient too.
Yeah,
so.
it's just Apparently, it's supposed to be pretty easy, but yeah.
We should get our boy Jose on that.
Yeah.
I had someone come over and show me, set the thing up for me, and now we have it there. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so bad. Okay, so rapid fire now. Let's see if we can accomplish this. Everybody screws up, and then it's no longer rapid fire. So let's see.
All right, let's make sure
Okay.
we're happy, guys.
Okay. What celebrity annoys you the most?
Oh, I already got done.
I don't really follow that many
J-Lo.
celebrities.
J-Lo.
Okay,
You want that
go
one,
ahead,
yeah.
yeah.
Ariana Grande.
Okay, yep, I'm
Her
with you.
voice, I can't do it.
Oh, I would go in Billie Eilish.
Okay, see, I do get Billie Eilish, and I gotta agree, but out of respect for him, I didn't. But
It's okay, bro.
Jake
We're
Paul.
gonna talk later.
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul annoys me so
oh,
much.
me
he's
too.
been saying
Oh my
it,
God.
yeah.
You're not a boxer, dude.
Oh yeah, and yeah.
You fought.
He acts like he's crazy.
All your fights have been with people that don't box, people
Yep.
that are known for
Retired,
like
tough
they're
stuff.
known for fighting, but not their particular
Yep.
stand up. Like you fought wrestlers and stuff like
Yeah,
that. You're not a
He's an
boxer.
idiot. He's just an idiot. Yeah, he really is. Okay. What
Wait.
do you think? Oh,
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
You said J-Lo?
J-Lo.
Oh, yeah, you did
J-Lo.
say that.
Yep. Who, by the way, does not even hold a candle to Shakira, and for them to even do a halftime show together was just
Yeah, Shakira.
and to
is-
make it look like J-Lo and Shakira. What's that?
Yeah, Shakira.
Man, I love that girl. She's just,
She's awesome.
yeah. Okay. What do you think people must misunderstand about you?
Oh, like I like to think myself as like a pretty like you could chill with me super easily person. Some people like are intimidated by me type stuff. Like
Yeah.
I can kind of see it, but I don't know if you just like try to talk to someone because they're just judging by the book. You know, I
Yeah.
just don't like that. And then you try to talk to me. That's happened a bunch of times. I'm like good friends with people. Like there's this guy I once knew, JC. I like that quiet kid in the corner in class, and then one time he came up to me because we got paired up, and like we became awesome friends.
Yep.
Like we hung out after school. We would walk to his house and we would just chill in his backyard. And we're like, yeah, like we just talk all the time, and it's just like if you just talk to someone,
Yep.
you never know if they're cool, even if they look crazy. Like at our first gig, like the SO looks crazy. It looked crazy, right? Especially the singer. Singer's awesome.
Right.
Singer's super chill.
So
Everyone we met there was
chill.
chill. Everybody was nice. And the rock scene, that metal scene, everybody was so nice. And I was like, I don't know if we got lucky or this is how it normally is. And everybody's just...
So far, it seemed like that's how it normally is.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I went to Mall Grab, which is like techno, really hard techno and stuff like that. People don't just like come up to you and say, "Yo, your fit looks awesome," and like they're usually just like
In their
kept to
own groups,
themselves. Yeah. Like with these concerts and like all these shows, like people literally come up to us and talk to us.
Yeah.
Friends.
I love
Yeah.
that.
It's pretty much like that. That's what I like about this scene. They're all pretty.
Except
Maybe I can count on one hand, like a couple that just.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get that anywhere. But for the most part, no, it's pretty laid back and pretty humble and nice. Yeah.
So for me, I think it's pretty much kind of the same thing, because like, I don't know, I don't mean to have it, but I kind of have like a resting like,
Bitch face?
Yeah, so I'm like, but I'm even with them, like we'll be having a blast, we're watching a video, but I'm like this, and no, like for instance, I was at a birthday party a couple weeks ago, and I'm sitting, trust me, I'm having a good time. I'm like sitting on like this kind of, but I'm sitting like this, watching people have fun. I'm having a blast.
Best time of his life.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, this is cool, because I'm not the person that go to a party and just. I like to chill. Like,
The chair dancing. Yeah.
Exactly. And I had a couple people to come to me, and they were like, "Yo, bro, you good?" I was like, "Yeah, what's up? Why?" And I had with the biggest smile. He goes, "You look mad or something." I was like, "I want to come up to you." I was like, "No, bro, I was literally just recording you dance. Like, I'm here." And he goes, "All right, I just gotta make sure, bro." And I go, like, it's not intentional, but it's just like people think I'm mad or I'm like a douchebag.
Right.
But like, I'm friends with, like, if you're cool with me and you respect, that's all that matters to me.
Yep.
Unless you're gonna be like a jerk face, then you're gonna be rude to my friends. I don't really like that. But like, off rip, I'm gonna be 100% cool with you. But off from me, I'm like, I don't want to talk
They
to that
gotta
guy.
learn. They gotta learn. They gotta learn. That's just
Yeah.
part of them.
I'd honestly say the same thing, not even
Yeah.
gonna lie. Like in high school, I used to have like straight like hair to the side, and I used to wear like a bunch of like black stuff.
The straight
like,
hair?
boots.
Yeah.
Did you
Boots up to
slide
here.
iron it?
Yeah. No, I did keratin.
Oh, okay.
It grew back like normal and natural. Surprisingly, like
Nice, though.
I
great
expected
hair.
it to be way worse.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
this is my
great.
natural hair, but yeah, like I would wear boots up to here and like tuck them in.
Yeah,
and,
he
like, I
had
would
the
just
style,
like
though.
put on headphones and like walk through all the hallways, and everybody told me that I looked heated or like mad and like unapproachable. Like just talk to me. It's just like the
literally.
style. Like when people confuse the style with like attitude.
Personality.
Right. Yeah.
Or attitude.
It's just like an aesthetic thing.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah.
I don't really know. I don't get any like nobody really says anything. I'm more kept to myself.
But he's a great guy.
Yeah. You kind of just get along with everybody.
Like my first memory of you was going like this.
I try to get
Showing
Yeah.
your views.
Yeah, just like he's there in the moment. Like you could tell.
Like the fact that he was in the crowd before he was in the band is
like he's the only one that's ever experienced that. Like that's
Did
cool.
we say the story yet? Of
Yeah.
like how?
how we found you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we said that.
Did we say that we found him? Yeah, we found him at
Yeah,
Coffee
yeah.
House.
Coffee house. Yep. Okay. All right. So, what is the funniest thing that you've ever witnessed during a Zoom meeting?
Oh,
Oh, Zoom meeting.
so
I have a good one too. When I was still like probably my last year of high school, when it was still Zoom,
Right?
some kid that I recognized him. He was like 2 grades under us, and he was in our school, but he isn't supposed to be in our Zoom class. Like he's not even in
Jeez.
another school. He moved schools. Shows up like one day and he's in class and like he's just being really like obnoxious with the teacher and saying stupid stuff. He gets kicked out. The next day, I'm already thinking that he's part of our class. He's
Right.
not even in our class. He's just showing up to our classes. The next day, he does the same thing, just really obnoxious and just like causing a show and like pulls up his shirt and,
And
like,
he's-
shows a nipple.
Does he not have a life? Like, what? He's not even supposed to be in this
Where's your
class?
class? Day 3, homeboys in Zoom with an M&M,
Oh, jeez.
completely naked, an M&M pillow, holding it like this, looking at the Zoom camera like, hey guys. and he turns around and shows his butt to like everybody, like completely naked. When I'm like, he was probably a sophomore, maybe like a freshman.
That's funny. That's funny.
I saw someone get like spanked by their mom.
Whoa.
Not spanked, but like they were like getting like hit by their mom with a belt.
Yo.
What? Was it like in the background or something? What?
Yeah, it was the background. He got up and then his mom. I don't know, because I was like kind of close to him, so I told him, "Yo, what happened?" Like I texted him and he was like, "Oh, like the teacher called my mom saying I wasn't doing like my homework and all that." And then
Oh
like,
my god.
yeah.
Jeez, on cam too.
You put him off camera for that.
I think that kid made the teacher feel guilty.
It's like just when COVID hit.
Wow. So like,
It was like senior.
he must have been like
It was
17.
senior. It was senior year. He's still getting whooped by his mom.
I guess it never goes away.
It really does.
Oh my god, that reminds me. When I was a senior, oh my god, my teacher had called and said I was like at school for like 3 days in the whole quarter, and so my mom, she came in and she was like getting ready to kick my ass, and I was like, just get it all over with now. She says, oh no, there will be daily beatings. I was like, oh, no. There weren't though. But yeah, that reminded me of that.
For me, it has to be. There's this guy just playing music the whole time, and the teacher didn't know how to kick our in. So everyone's just listening to the music, and the Zoom call
She
kept
didn't know how to
going.
mute any.
No, she didn't know anything, and she was like one of those old lady teachers, you
Oh,
know.
this poor teacher.
And then, but it sounded so dumb. It sounded so because it was so low quality. Oh my god! And like the whole time, you just see the guy looking down. Like the whole class, 2-hour class, just looking down, like doing stuff on his phone. Like, how are you on that phone for that long and you don't even know you're in a call like with your class, and people are like, "Yo,"
He probably
his
thought
name
it
was
was on
Lazaro. Yo, Lazaro, get off your phone! Like,
Oh my god.
yeah,
That's funny.
that was hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm laughing the whole time. Free class, free class. I just started playing games.
Right, for real.
No, you go.
There was this one time I was in my American history class, and there's this guy that I don't even remember his name, but he had like his own farm at his house,
Okay.
and he had like goats, chickens, like he had it all. It was weird, and there was this one time he goes, "Hold on, mister, can I use the bathroom really quick?" And he goes, "Sure." And he comes back with a chicken, like holding this, and,
Oh,
he
jeez.
has his baby sister in the other hand. And he goes, his name was Mr. McGrath. Mr. McGrath, look at my kids. And he goes, "You have a kid already?" And he goes, "Oh wait, no, that's my baby sister. This is my kid." He goes, "So you have a chicken as your kid?" He goes, "Yeah." And then his mom comes. He goes, "Are you showing your teacher your rooster?" And he goes, "Yeah." But the first time when he went off camera, he turned it off. He forgot to turn it back on. He was in his boxers, and it was like tidy whities, so it was like up there. And he stands up, and he starts walking away like this with his chicken and his baby sister in his hand.
Oh my god.
I was like, yeah, that would
He
happen.
really forgot. I think that was intentional.
I don't know, because the first time we turned off the camera, so I don't know if the second time we did it on purpose or not. But his face looked, it was natural. He was like, okay,
That's funny.
every day, that's his normal life.
That's funny. Did you say yours?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the guy
Yeah,
with
the
the butt,
M&M.
the M&M.
Oh yeah, the Eminem. I forgot. Yep. Okay. Alrighty. So, who do you feel is the most overrated musician?
I'm gonna say Billie Eilish.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Bad Bunny.
Oh god.
I agree with that,
Bunny,
bro.
bro.
I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
just everywhere. It's everywhere. It's
Too
yeah.
much. He's not even that.
I'm gonna say, okay, and I this is kind of debatable, but I'm gonna say Lars from Metallica.
I think that someone has said him before.
I'm always nagging on him. I don't know,
That's-
because like Metallica, they give heavy riffs, and I'm like, I get it. During the time, drums wasn't as evolved as it is now, but if a guitar is giving you one riff, your brain should kind of click as a drummer. I can think of a rhythm to that, but I promise you, if you listen to majority, at least 80% of Metallica songs, he's doing a Boots and Cat rhythm. Swear it. Or one time he go, psst, and then do his regular Bruce and Cash film. I'm like, bro, but he gets hyped because he's a Metallica.
Right.
They travel the world. He's one of the greatest drummers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't let that slip. I want everyone to know that I nag on Lars. I want to know.
He's figured him out. That's
Talking to you.
Oh, that's so funny.
I don't really like anybody from Typo Negative.
I don't think I know that band.
Yeah.
They're like a deaf copy, like Deaf Chuck Schuldiner.
Mm-hmm.
They're like the wannabes. Like I don't like any of those guys. Typo Negative.
I'll have to look them up. Okay. All right.
Did you say yours?
Yeah.
Okay, bud.
Yep. Bad Bunny.
Buddy, bro.
Bad Bunny, baby.
Who do you text the most?
My girlfriend.
Yeah, my girlfriend.
Drum set.
These
Yeah.
guys. I honestly text these guys more than anybody. Like my mom or my girl.
Yeah, I think because every time I go on my phone, it's not to check other. I'm like, okay, did I just last say something, or can I tell last something, or did I tell Saul?
I do check messages like all the time.
Yeah.
From the
If
moment
he
I wake
doesn't
up,
text
I'm looking at my phone waiting to see
Yeah.
if these guys say something. Like,
But
I
there's
see
something dumb or
these guys
something.
already having conversations
Yeah.
by the time I woke up.
That's like my family group chat. I guarantee I probably have, 120 messages since we started this podcast.
Oh my god.
Do you have... Let's see here. I guarantee it.
Love each other.
And it's just casual conversation about like a pic they saw or a plant.
It's literally... Yeah. It's literally...
the
Like,
fish?
well, it's not... dumb stuff like that. Yeah, like nonstop. But, yeah. It's not as active right now. I only have 45 messages.
Only 45.
Yeah, only 45. Yeah.
Sometimes, like, I'm a late sleeper. I don't know who I was talking to that I said I'm not a morning person. And I'll wake up, and it has been very active. Like, I'm like, who wakes up and just rolls over and starts...
Yeah.
Scroll up all the way.
No, I go, and I'm like, I need Cliff's Notes, guys. Anything important? Anything? No one's dying? Okay. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so what movie do you enjoy quoting the most?
Emperor's New Groove. That's like my favorite all time. It works with anything. It works with anything. I'm like, you threw up my groove. It works. It works every time. Because like whenever we be jamming, like let's say he has like a really hard riff, we go with it, and Seb's like, dang, what can I make that goes with it? But it doesn't match. And the song, like the jam ends, in my head I'm like, you ruined my groove. It just works because if we're trying to jam and groove, it's just like.
I don't really have one, if I'm being totally honest.
I didn't even watch Spartacus, but like all the time I'm like, are you not entertained? I didn't even watch the movie.
That's funny.
I don't have one.
No?
I'm trying to think, but
Okay. You don't have to.
I don't really watch movies like that. I watch shows.
I think that mine's probably Dirty Dancing. I'm always like, nobody puts baby in the corner.
Oh, I've heard a lot of people say that before.
Nonstop. Yeah. But other than that, I don't think I really... Yeah. So, okay. So, back to Medicine Room. What are your future plans, goals, any upcoming shows? Where can people find you?
definitely want to
Check out the merch.
in Antarctica.
Antarctica.
Yeah?
Okay.
I want to go though. Cold shows out here.
That would be very cool.
Performing
Yeah.
igloos.
Well,
Like,
hey,
really giant-
he needs Antarctica now that I think about it with what he wears.
Yeah, right?
Even though I drilled some holes in it, hopefully next show is gonna be a little bit easier. I
Can you hear my-
gutted the mask. Yeah, I'm trying to work with him
Yeah.
to make it better.
So as of right now, we have 3 shows coming up. We have one with Grime Green, and then we have the Wynwood spot, and then we're hosting one we're planning on hosting one at Sandbox to be like the biggest last show that we'll have before we actually start focusing on the EP.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, after the EP, we're gonna do a couple more shows, maybe perform more of the songs that we're gonna have in the EP after working on them. And once like the hype is built for that, maybe just release like how Children of the Flesh did release an EP day that we performed.
Mm-hmm.
and that because we were seeing the clips and they had not only did they have a good lineup, but they advertised it really good because they're like, guys, it's an EP show, so they were like literally advertising their show.
Right, exactly.
And we're like, that's a brilliant idea. Like, what better than to do it at a show?
Yeah.
Like the hype was already cool having a show, but as you're releasing something, And nothing will top that. So definitely by then we'll also have our merch too.
Yep.
So we'll have like, guys, not only are we dropping our EP, we have merch on deck.
Yeah, and that merch is awesome. Awesome.
Link in bio.
Like nothing I'd ever seen. I was like, oh my god. I thought I had like went to the wrong page or something. I'm like, there's no way. Like they've got freaking shoes? What?
A lot more.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, and honestly, like we were looking at our logo. We love our logo.
Oh my god, everything. It's like you guys have really, really done well with the whole marketing feature now.
Yeah, we're trying hard with the promotion and all that. But definitely hosting these shows has been like honestly way easier than we thought. Yeah, like that last 100%. Show that we hosted, we were like breaking our heads over it all day, but like when we ended up there, like it all went perfect to plan and all that. We're hoping to at least like host 2 to 3 shows a month. Maybe like once a week would be fire, and where sometimes like even though we host, it doesn't have to be metal. We can have a bunch of alt bands on. We don't even play. We just enjoy the show. Or we can have DJs on. My brother's a DJ. I know a couple of DJs. Like just host shows so that everybody can like enjoy an array of music under Medicine Room.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be awesome. So where can everybody find you? What's your Instagram?
Medicine Room, but the last E in medicine is a 3. So you spell medicine correctly, except the last E is a 3. Medicine Room.
And it's all together,
No underscores, no dots. We wanted to have Medicine Room, but
somebody took it.
Yeah, someone took it. So instead of changing the whole thing,
our link tree is in the bio of the Instagram, where you can find all of our links. Which, if you want to just go straight to our link tree, go to linktree.com/medicine room, and that one's spelled normally.
Okay, so is there a message that you would want everybody to know, that people that follow you, people that are going to be following you, what would you want them to know about Medicine Room?
We have more skits that are gonna make us. It's literally where it's gonna be like a TV show and a music show put together. Literally,
that's awesome. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah,
we want to put on a show.
Yeah, we want to entertain everyone that goes. We want everyone to be there and be like, "Wow, that was a great show." And what better than to have a skit, like a show that's creepy, and then it links up with the music that's also creepy. So
we want to bring back the captivation of like forgetting that you're even in a show and you're looking at a play almost.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I saw when you guys did the show where you wheeled out in the wheelchair, and that was it. Actually, I'm happy I sat down with you guys and got to know you guys as people, because like it is like you guys are so down to earth, so nice, and like I really enjoyed talking to you guys, because if people just saw that and they didn't see this, they'd be like,
it really separates us.
Exactly.
We like the fact that it's characters.
Yep.
Yeah,
I like separating myself from my actual identity and just being something completely different. No opinions of my own. No, like you could just make up in your head whatever you want me to be.
Whatever you think of me, stick with it.
No, it's awesome. You guys are doing a great job. I definitely think that we're going to see lots more of you guys.
Of course.
So, any last words for everybody? Or you?
We love you guys.
We love you. Thank you for the support.
Thank you all.
Thank you for the support.
Everyone that came up to me and like congratulated me and was like, "Oh, like I love the bass." Y'all inspired me like crazy.
Those little comments,
those comments, like I was like, it felt so nice.
I will see you later, Billie Eilish.
I'll see you, Paulina and Law.
Stand right here, Billie Eilish.
I have posters up here.
Oh my god.